They're slow, they're scary, and if they get too close to you, it is probably already too late. From Zangief's spinning piledriver to Potemkin's devastating buster, grapplers have been, and still are, the most iconic and probably the most controversial character archetype in all of fighting games. To their fans, they're honest, high-risk brawlers with big hearts and bigger damage. And to the haters, they are low-skill characters that cheese and rob rounds with one lucky attack or one lucky guess. So today we are diving into the world of grapplers. We'll explore where they came from, how they evolved, and why they split the fighting community so straight down the middle. So, what exactly is a grappler? In fighting games, a grappler is a character whose entire game plan revolves around grabbing you. Very simple. Not just any grab though, it's a command grab usually. And these are special throws you usually can't block and you can't tech. Once the input's in, you're caught. That means you're going for a ride. Grapplers usually operate up close, trading mobility or range for extreme threat in close quarters. They often hit hard, have high health, and rely on conditioning, reads, and spacing to close the gap before they can go to work. And their drawback here is that they're usually very slow and have very low mobility. You'll usually find them at the bottom of the tier lists and the top of everyone's salt list because they do massive damage, but in the end are hard to play consistently. It all begins in 1991 with Street Fighter II and the Red Cyclone himself, Zangief. Zangief wasn't just a character, he was a statement, a huge, slow powerhouse with one simple game plan: get close and make you regret that you let him close. Almost immediately, his spinning piledriver became one of the biggest iconic moves in all fighting games, feared and memed as much as anything else. The input was hard, but the damage was incredibly high. And of course, Zangief's pure pro wrestling energy and attitude just made a match made in heaven. Zangief didn't just define the archetype of the grappler, no, he probably created it. Every character that was a grappler, so to say, comes from the idea of Zangief, either evolving it or ignoring it, but in the end it revolves around Zangief and his game plan. Of course, developers all around the gaming industry just put their own spin on it and their own grabber in their games. In Tekken, King stepped in, he has chain combo throws, which are even more wrestling than Zangief ever was. They are straight up wrestling moves, straight from the wrestling ring. In Guilty Gear, Potemkin took the Zangief template and just went crazy with it. Just basically took the game plan and dialed it up to 11. Potemkin is even slower, but does even more damage, and so on. And soon enough, the grappler was no longer a novelty, but it was a staple. Every fighting game should have a grappler, and will have a grappler. Nowadays, I don't think there is a fighting game without a grappler. SNK's Raiden, Skullgirls Cerebrella, La Diva from in Granblue Fantasy Versus. Grapplers began appearing in every corner of the FGC, as they should. So, what is it with these big hunky men, slow one grab and kill you characters that draw such a passionate fan base? For one, I would say it's the power fantasy. Grapplers don't win with chip damage or death by 1,000 pokes, no, they win by reading you and destroying your soul, closing the gap, planting you in the dirt, throwing you into the heaven, and killing you with a single move. That dopamine hit, when a raw command grab lands, you just completely read your opponent and punish him with half his health bar. Then there is the mental game. Grapplers thrive on mind games. They condition you to sit still and punish you for it. They fake you into jumping and punish you for it. Playing a grappler isn't just about execution, it's about psychology and mind games and outthinking and outsmarting your opponent. Grappler mains love being the underdog. They know they are usually low tier, they know they struggle in neutral or long range, but that just makes the victory even sweeter. They live for the clutch, the one moment they get in there and do the massive command grab and kill the opponent. And if the opponent even rages after, even sweeter. If you ask a Grappler player, once you main Grappler, you're not going back. There's a kind of pride in it, a sense of identity. Grappler mains really love their Grapplers, and usually only play those characters.
Hazardous unit contained. Unit dismantled.
Of course, not everyone is a fan. For every player who loves Grapplers, there's another who absolutely can't stand them. The biggest complaint they get, they don't play neutral. A lot of players feel like Grapplers skip the honest part of the game, the footsies, the zoning, the spacing, and just bulldoze their way in with armor or a lucky read and kill you. And even when you do play well against them, it can feel like all it takes is one single mistake for everything to fall apart. You blocked every jump in, you counterpoked every stuff, but you did that one little mistake and now you got grabbed once and you're dead. And it can feel unfair. Getting hit by a raw command grab hurts your soul. It hurts your character and it hurts your ego. In the end, you got outsmarted, outplayed. Even if the Grappler was just mashing, 360, that's how it works. You fell for it. So the salt flows. The memes are born and the eternal war between Grappler mains and everyone else continues. But Grapplers haven't stayed the same over the years. Like any good archetype, they've evolved. In older games, Grapplers were often pretty one-dimensional. They had the grab, they had the health, and that was about it. If they couldn't get in, they lost. Simple. But modern fighting games have started getting creative with them. Some Grapplers got mobility, others got armor, some even got tools to counter zoning or pull opponents towards you. Potemkin in Guilty Gear Strive, for example, has massive command grabs, but also strong pressure tools and anti-zoning options. King in Tekken is crazy. He has good strikes and good throws, and feels like he has an option in every situation. And then of course we have hybrids. Characters who aren't pure grapplers, but have terrifying amount of command grabs as part of a more high speed or a rush down kit. The line between grappler and mix-up is getting a bit blurrier, but the heart of the character archetype remains. Close the gap, grab the fool, and make them pay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Luce might need to get a restraining order. He needs to get a restraining order. This guy is touching him way too much.
This is a crime! Do backdash, jump, do something, yes! Oh no! Oh my god! It's so violent!
Grapplers have left their mark in the fighting game community that's impossible to ignore. Zangief is still there. Decades later, still a fan favorite. Potemkin remains a tournament staple after all these years. King continues to pop arms in every single Tekken game. And with each new game, a new Grappler rises, adding their own twist to the formula, but always keeping that same core identity. But beyond the characters, Grapplers live in us, in the memes, in the rage tweets. If a new fighting game comes out, and I don't at least see one tweet complaining about the Grappler, something has gone horribly wrong. They are a pillar of the fighting game community, loved by some, hated by equally many, but never ignored. Hey, so what about you? Do you love grapplers? Do you main them? Or are you one of the many who see that command grab input and immediately reach for the pause button? Whatever you think, at least they changed the game. They force you to play differently, to think differently, and to respect the grab. So, drop your most traumatic or glorious grappler story in the comments. Who's your favorite grappler? Who traumatized you? And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. And let's maybe look at zoners next or something. Thanks guys for watching, and see you next time. Oh, and don't get grabbed.
One SPDO kill. The DI that gets the jump. He was just not